This is Karen's Communique number 37. I'm Karen Del Bowerman, Chair of the Clark County, Washington Council. Today is Friday, October 28, 2022. Several people responded to my comment last week that this communique is all on my personal time, saying they had assumed that this is a county production. Oh my, first, it would look professional if that were the case. And back at communique number 0, I volunteered to do a short, factual, weekly update like this for the county, but they weren't interested. Because after all, personal interpretation would creep in unless a script were reviewed and edited by multiple employees. Well, as of the third Tuesday of the month, last Tuesday, there was no regular council meeting, but no shortage of interviews and committee meetings either. And that took its place and then some. So we constituted ourselves, for example, as the Board of Health. And that in that role, we heard from the Director of Public Health several interesting facts. That first, COVID-19 hospitalization rates are fluctuating a bit in Clark County, but overall, the rate is lower than in recent months. Good news. The number of COVID-19 vaccine doses administered in Clark County has increased after the new update boosters became available locally. Our 7-day average last week was 1,300 doses versus less than 200 prior to authorization. You can attend the presentation given on racism as a public health crisis if you wish, where the agenda for 1026 is linked. That is right there with the posting of the Board of Health agenda. And in addition, a public hearing was held to consider environmental public health fees. And following considerable discussion regarding costs of providing the services, the ordinance was passed. Fees are calculated based on all associated costs. The ordinance posted with the 1026 Board of Health agenda includes 6 pages with the 2023 fee schedule all listed, showing some fees that have increased by a few dollars and a few that have decreased by a few dollars. In response to concerns voted by constituents, an updated noise ordinance will be investigated and drafted, with our community development director reaching out to partner with the sheriff, who is designated to enforce the code on noise. Council voted a resolution in support of the county engineer's proposal for temporary road closures of a section of Northeast 99th Street. Reasons for the emergency were discussed and why a 6-week closure is needed for warranty repairs on a recently installed sewer line between 105 and 107th. The executive steering group that unanimously approved the modified locally preferred alternative for the I-5 bridge replacement includes an assumption that a variable rate toll will be implemented to add on top of ODOT's proposal for tolling the I-5 and I-205 corridors in the Portland metro area, and to initiate mobility pricing on both corridors. Oh, so much. Too much for Washington drivers, particularly those 75,000 who have to commute across the bridge 2 ways a day and have to pay an Oregon income tax on earnings made in that state. So, if you'd like to weigh in on this, check out Clark County Council's draft resolution that's linked to the agenda for next Tuesday. And feel free to testify before this comes to a vote on November 1st. In fact, if you want to see all of the I-5 related resolutions that your council has already passed, just go to the county council webpage And it's the link that is second from the bottom, called I-5 Interstate Bridge Replacement Program. And see you next week in the Communique.